It's the run-up to the war in Iraq. There's a lot in terms of policy differences between Canada and the US over this. And Jonah Goldberg, with the National Review, which is a conservative magazine, decides to take a swipe at Canada. Now, the thing with Jonah, when you actually read the article, is that he's kind of playing a little bit tongue-in-cheek here. But what appears on the cover of the National Review for the November 2002, one of their issues, is this picture of the RCMP astride their horses, you know, very patriotic looking, and then this word emblazoned across the middle of the magazine cover saying, "Wimps," right? And when you actually go inside, you're like, hey, wait a minute, what's this about? Jonah Goldberg's article is entitled, "Bomb Canada, the Case for War." That jumped out at me right away. It was one of the first articles I came across when I started all of this research, and I thought, you know what, Bomb Canada. How much more controversial can you get than that? And that will be the name of the book. I mean, hands down, right? So, but he actually made a very kind of interesting point. So you think to yourself, Bomb Canada, the Case for War, oh my goodness, he's going to be like really anti-Canadian. His actual argument, if you read through the whole thing, and yes, he does say some pretty inflammatory statements, but his argument is that for Canada to pick up its manly resolve and to rearm itself, what the United States would have to do is basically bomb something like an empty structure like the CN Tower, an empty hockey arena. And so he's basically saying his underlying message is, you know, Canada should stop relying so much on the United States for its military purposes. And that's his point, but he does say it in a very kind of controversial way, which is not surprising considering all of the other articles that kind of pop up at this time. It's a way to grab attention. It's a way for someone, if they're walking by a newsstand and they see wimps and, you know, oh my goodness, what's this about? You're going to pick it up. You see Bomb Canada, the Case for War, you're going to want to read this probably, right? Or it was an attempt to try and get readers to pick it up and read it. So that's very indicative of what was happening at that time after about 2001, 2002, 2003, all the way to 2005. And onwards in terms of the way that the American media started portraying Canada, started talking about Canada and mentioning it.